Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into something special, Kung Fu Sansu. It's a unique and frankly potent martial art.
Absolutely.
Our mission basically is to unpack the big book of Kung Fu Sansu. It's by Sifu Marty J. Reader.
And it's not just a technical manual, is it?
Not at all. It's filled with his personal reflections, some deep historical dives, and really the core principles. It gives you this rare glimpse into what mastery in Sansu actually looks like. Have you ever wondered if maybe there's something more to martial arts, something, deeper?
Like a missing piece.
Exactly. Imagine an art built on, get this, sacred geometry. And it combines these incredibly powerful strikes with a really deep understanding of anatomy.
Wow.
And it stresses mental strength just as much as the physical side. Okay, let's unpack this. So we should probably start with Sifu Marty J. Reader's own journey. His viewpoint really sets the stage. And he lives by this core idea, which I find pretty profound. The only thing I really know is that there's always more to learn.
That's powerful. It speaks volumes.
It does, and he's clearly grateful for his teacher, Master Ted Sias. But then he drops this, unexpected insight. He says his students are his true teachers.
Now that's interesting. It really shows that Sansu isn't static.
Yeah.
Right? It's about constant learning, feedback, even from those you're teaching.
Yeah, like a living art. It keeps evolving.
Exactly. Not just a set of fixed rules.
Makes you wonder how something so complex gets passed down, which leads us right into the ancient roots of Sansu.
Perfect transition.
The book gives the proper names. Cantonese is Choi, Li, Ho, Fut. And Mandarin is Sai, Li, He, Fo.
Right.
And the story is, those first three names, Sai, Li, He, were actually powerful families. Each had their own martial arts style.
And they came together.
Yeah, they collaborated to build the Kuan Yin Buddhist temple. And it was the monks there who took these three different arts,
And blended them.
synthesized them is the word used, into a complete art. The Fut, or Fo part, signifies that Buddhist influence, that synthesis.
That's remarkable. You had one family focused on balance.
Yeah.
One on striking, one on leverage. And the monks didn't just staple them together. They created something truly holistic. More than the sum of its parts.
You really don't see that kind of deliberate integration in many other fields, do you?
Not often, no. It's quite unique.
And the lineage carrying this knowledge is just as fascinating. It comes down through Grandmaster Jimmy H. Wu.
Also known as Lo Sifu.
Right, and Qin Si Dek. His great-great-grandfather, Qin Liang Kik, was the monk who actually left the monastery with the two books.
The foundational texts.
The very ones Jimmy taught from for over
Right.
45 years. And Jimmy's early training, it was with his great-uncle, Qin Siu Hung, nicknamed Crazy Devil.
Wow, crazy devil. Quite a history there.
The book also points out something about the name. In Mandarin, it's San Shou, but Jimmy specifically chose Sansu
Why was that?
to emphasize the practical freestyle application, not just, forms for health benefit.
Ah, so really stressing the combat effectiveness.
Exactly. And importantly, no direct connection to the famous Shaolin Temple. These books came from the Kuan Yin Monastery.
That's a key distinction.
So the line goes, Jimmy H. Wu passed it to Master Ted Sias.
Who at the time the book was written had been teaching for 50 years.
Incredible, right, 50 years. And then Master Ted passed it to Sifu Reader.
A direct, unbroken chain.
And Reader mentions getting his third-degree black belt under Master Ted in 2012, calls it his hardest earned. You feel the weight of that lineage.
Absolutely. The integrity of the transmission seems crucial.
Okay, so with that history established, let's dive into the core. The
Yeah.
5 families of Sansu. First up is Soiga, the family of striking.
All right, striking.
This is all about the different ways you can use your body to hit specific anatomical targets. The goal is crystal clear. Maximum damage to our opponent and no damage to ourselves. Precision, efficiency, not just, wild swinging.
Right. It's targeted. The book gives some pretty vivid examples.
Yeah. Like what?
Things like a rising palm to jaw, a spear to the tracheal notch, web hand to throat, even a knee to the groin, each designed for a specific immediate result.
And the way Sansu links these strikes together is, it's kind of mind-blowing.
How so?
One strike literally forces the opponent into a position where the next strike is almost guaranteed to land effectively.
Like
Dominoes.
a chain reaction.
Exactly. The book uses this specific combo, Footgon number 4. It's designed purely to exploit weaknesses.
Okay, walk us through it.
So imagine you stomp on their left foot, that makes them bend forward, right? Exposing their chin.
Naturally.
So boom, Rising elbow to the chin, that snaps their head back, opening up their body.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Then a right piston punch straight to the spleen area. The impact makes their left leg instinctively move back.
Setting them off balance.
And perfectly setting up their right hip for a kick. Breaks their structure, puts them down.
Wow. It's not just random strikes, it's a sequence. Calculated.
It gives you this feeling of almost puppet master control. That's what they mean by economy of motion.
Incredible efficiency.
Okay, next family. Li Ga, the family of balance.
Balance, levers, throws.
And this fascinating thing called the diamond pattern. Sifu Reader says not all schools use it, but he was so taken with it.
He did what?
He actually taped the pattern out on his living room floor.
Haha. Now that's dedication. You can just picture it.
Right, and this pattern, it's not just footwork. It taps into something deeper.
Like sacred geometry. I read that part.
Yeah, like a nautilus shell, how its proportions stay perfect as it grows. Sansu applies that kind of geometric principle to how we move.
So understanding these natural patterns in the body.
Lets you find the sweet spots for balance and leverage. It means a small shift following this pattern can totally destabilize someone much bigger. You're using physics, basically, universal laws.
That changes everything, doesn't it? How you see movement, interaction.
Totally. And the pattern isn't just flat on the floor. It projects up three-dimensionally, like a blueprint for all movement.
Guiding, strikes, block.
The locks, too, yeah. They call them windmills, these circular defenses that redirect force. Think of it like a human gyroscope, always balanced.
A cube or sphere of influence around it.
Exactly. It applies at every angle, every level, even with weapons, like a sword.
No.
And here's a key insight from the book.
Go on.
Striking or pushing someone at a 45-degree angle upwards, that totally uproots their stance.
Ah, lifts them right off balance.
But push or strike downwards, that actually locks their feet to the ground, makes them fall. Understanding those forces is critical.
Invisible forces, but incredibly powerful.
Okay, moving to the third family, Hoiga, the family of human anatomy.
This is where pressure points and vital organs come in.
Right, it combines the striking from Soiga with the balance and leverage from Liga.
And the goal here.
Control or subdue, ideally with minimal force, using knowledge, not just strength.
Makes sense. The book mentions 5 key target areas.
Yeah, that cause specific, predictable reactions. Ears, nose, throat, eyes, and groin.
And the principle is hitting one opens up another.
Exactly. Like a claw strike to the eyes makes someone instinctively cover their face.
Leaving their groin wide open.
Precisely. It's about creating that chain reaction of vulnerability.
Going back to that foot-ga #4 combo.
The book actually claims a 98% chance of success with it.
98%. Why so high?
Because it's not just hitting vital spots, it's using Lega's angles to break their structure at the same time. It's that integration again.
A truly complete system.
Now, the book does mention something a bit unsettling.
What's that?
A rumor that the original Leah family tested these principles on prisoners of war.
Oof. That's dark.
Yeah. The book just presents it as part of the history, showing the sometimes stark origins of this kind of deep knowledge.
A sobering reminder of where practical knowledge can sometimes come from.
Okay, so from the physical, let's shift gears to Fuka, the mental concept.
The mindset. This is crucial.
Absolutely. It highlights the dual nature of Sansu. It draws on wisdom like Sun Tzu.
That quote, before one chooses to fight.
One must first count the cost. Exactly.
And Sifu Reader uses this great analogy.
Oh, the USS Lexington one?
He talks about the U.S. Navy being capable of, immense destruction.
Annihilating an entire country, I think he says.
But its mission is actually promoting peace. That's the Futga mentality.
Prepared for extreme violence, but actively practicing diplomacy, de-escalation.
It sounds like a contradiction.
And the book says it is a contradiction, but that's where the energy comes from, like yin and yang.
And it connects to the idea of intent.
Yeah. Doing what you decide to do decisively. No hesitation, no being wishy-washy.
The inner certainty.
Right. And there are stories illustrating this. Master Ted dealing with a rude comment at work without fighting.
And Sifu Reader's own experience at that biker bar.
Yeah. Both show how knowing you can handle things physically allows you to not push and not be pushed. It builds this quiet confidence.
It's assertiveness, not aggression. You occupy your space with confidence.
And that confidence itself can de-escalate things. It's that responsibility that comes with capability.
It really brings home Jimmy H. Woo's wisdom. Knowing who you are and what you are capable of will give you confidence among men.
And Master Ted Sayas saying, the best of Kung Fu is that it teaches one to have an open mind to all things. It's mental strength, plain and simple.
Absolutely fundamental.
Okay, last family, Hunga, the family of power.
Power, but not just brute strength, right?
Exactly. It's about power from efficient biomechanics. The book defines a true martial artist as having three things.
Let me guess. Physical strength.
Yep. Coordination.
Makes sense.
And the ability to fight. Hunga ties it all together.
Through economy of motion and mind-body unity.
Precisely. And the strength training is holistic. You've got yoga, specific stances, dynamic tension.
Dynamic tension that's tensing your own muscles against each other.
Yeah.
Building internal strength.
Yeah, exactly. No weights needed, just control. And forms, of course. But it starts with the legs.
Sifu reader's line. You will need strong legs for the hike.
Aha, yeah. The long journey up the mountain of Kung Fu.
And Master Tim Cartmell's insights fit here too.
Right, about appropriate exercise developing the whole person. Not just mindless repetition, which can actually be bad.
Contrasting the clumsy novice with the expert who applies just the right amount of strength at the right time.
The book uses a baseball player hitting a home run as an analogy.
Ah, yeah, it's not about being tense.
No, it's perfect structure, timing, momentum, relaxation. The whole body generates the power. The fist or the bat is just the tool.
The implement, it's about integration.
And the unbendable arm example illustrates this perfectly.
It's not muscle tension in the arm itself.
No, it's aligning your whole body structure so the arm becomes solid, integrated, like a bridge truss.
Moved by the body's core.
Showing that the power of the whole is always greater than the individual parts. It's all about that efficient, connected power.
Makes total sense.
And, speaking of mentors like Master Tim Cartmell, Sifu Reader's whole learning journey is shaped by these relationships.
His network.
Yeah. His bond with Master Ted Sayas, calling him a deserted island of Sansu out in East Texas.
Wow.
They have these intense study sessions, even using tech for long-distance coaching.
Adapting the tradition.
And then there's Master Tim Cartmell, who's Master Ted's lifelong friend. Sifu Reader talks about their weekly lunches.
Where they don't talk martial arts.
Right, intentionally. And that story about Tim just sending him extra DVDs like ground proofing.
Just to help him out.
Yeah.
That shows a real connection beyond just teacher-student.
It really does. And Sifu Reader's dedication, you see it in his personal library, it's massive.
What kind of stuff does he have?
Well, the official Jimmy H. Wu Kung Fu Sansu Association books, volumes 1 through 5. Plus, Master Ted Sayas' own manuals.
Including Ted's notes on Jimmy's original 225 lessons.
Exactly. Talk about a direct link to the source. Decades of knowledge right there.
That's a treasure trove.
And here's something cool. He talks about discovering Jack Dempsey's championship boxing book.
The Boxer. How does that connect?
He learned that Dempsey's methods were essentially Xing'ai, another Chinese internal art.
No way.
Yeah. Realizing that, effective principles for power generation, they pop up everywhere. People figure out what works.
Universal biomechanics.
He also notes how forms from different Sansu teachers often reference back to the 5 manuals, these core texts.
A testament to Jimmy H. Wu's influence.
Definitely. And Master Tim Cartmell's influence is huge too. Sifu Reader mentions his effortless combat throws.
Calls it the best textbook on martial arts in existence. High praise.
Very high. Plus, Cartmell's translations, Xingyi, Naigong, Practical Chin Na. Even a Taiji Chuan book his wife got him, knowing he wasn't quite ready for it yet.
That's foresight. It shows the depth he's exploring. It's not just one narrow path.
Not at all. And based on all this knowledge, Sifu Reader has structured his school's curriculum very carefully.
Okay, how does that break down?
It's progressive through belt levels. You've got defense drills called Asu.
Based on?
24 of Jimmy H. Wu's original basic 45, the absolute fundamentals.
Got it.
Attack lessons, or Futka. 20 drills chosen from over 300, designed to sharpen your judgment, time, space, distance, timing.
Critical skills.
Then collision and rebound, numpai. 20 drills on using an opponent's own momentum and weight against them.
Using their energy. Classic martial arts principle.
And his curriculum explicitly includes combat throws, ground proofing, standing grappling.
Directly from Master Ted and Master Tim Cartmell's work, you see the lineage flow right into the training.
Absolutely. And finally, Sansu fighting forms and weapons. The forms are called the heart and soul. It builds up to a 5 base form for black belt.
And weapons.
They progress through different ones, starting with the staff, going up to the 3-section staff, applying the same core principles to different tools.
A comprehensive structure built on that deep foundation.
And wow, there you have it. We've gone from the ancient origins through the five families striking balance, anatomy, the mental game, power.
And seeing how someone like Sifu Reader gathers, lives, and teaches this incredible depth of knowledge.
You really get a shortcut, hopefully, to understanding an art that truly meshes mind, body, and intent.
It's clear San Tzu isn't just fighting techniques, it's a whole system for understanding movement, power, and yourself, really.
Revealing those hidden layers of efficiency.
Definitely.
So the final thought for you, listening, if a martial art can be built on something like ancient sacred geometry and teach economy of motion by mastering principles that seem contradictory, like being ready for extreme violence while practicing peace, where else in your life could you find that kind of effortless power? Maybe by seeing the unseen patterns and learning to embrace those opposing forces.